For centuries, China has been a bastion of innovation. Today, China remains a hub of innovation, with its focus now on the virtual world. The Chinese government has placed a specific emphasis on big data, implementing data-driven social credit scores and determining people's lives through numbers and models. The social credit system, a system designed to judge people's trustworthiness, is a morally objectionable program because it infringes on personal liberties and fuels an ongoing persecution of the Uyghur people. To start, it's best to understand what the social credit system is about. And what the CCP calls an attempt to restore trustworthiness in society, China has started with a social credit system that mixes familiar Western-style credit scores with more intrusive measures. It includes a broad range of factors, from scores calculated by credit lenders to scores handed out by communities and employers. Those with many points receive perks such as discounts on heating bills and favorable bank loans, while those with small amounts of points, for example, cannot buy high-speed train or plane tickets. In understanding which areas the system affects, the Global Times states, the social credit system is used to assess individuals, enterprises, and government agencies on credit in 4 areas: administrative affairs, commercial activities, social behavior, and the judicial system. China's system is focused on all facets of society and is designed to require service and character from the Chinese people. The expectation of the Chinese people has drove the government to infringe on personal liberties, fidgeting with the personal lives of millions. The CCP overextends into people's personal lives in bizarre and abnormal ways. For example, residents of Xi'an, capital of the Shanxi province, will be recorded in the social credit system for refusing to observe local garbage sorting regulations. In Nanjing, jaywalking will be recorded in the social credit system and is a massive violation if committed. Finally, Beijing announced plans to crack down on passengers who use extra seats or eat food. Considering the weight the credit system holds, it is bizarre and outrageous that small issues are worth destroying someone's reputation for. This overextension can be characterized as walking on eggshells, where citizens are forced to be vigilant and wary at all times. To begin, it's best to understand how the social credit system is being repurposed in the Uyghur genocide. First, the Xinjiang government employed a private company to design the predictive algorithms that assess various data streams. There's no public record or accountability for how these calculations are built or weighted. Second, Uyghurs are required to install government-designed tracking apps on their smartphones, which monitor their online contacts and the web pages they've visited. Police officers visit local homes regularly to collect further data on things like how many people live in the household, what their relationships with their neighbors are like, how many times people pray daily, and whether they have traveled abroad. Third, all these data streams are fed into Xinjiang's public security system, along with other records capturing information on everything from banking history to family planning. Finally, the data that is being used in Xinjiang is a derivative of the social credit system and is being used to discriminate and destroy the Uyghurs. To talk about the problems the Uyghurs are facing, it's best to reference a United Nations report from 2019. In August of 2019, a United Nations Human Rights panel reported that up to 1 million Uyghur Muslims are forced into grounds that resemble massive internment camps in Xinjiang, China, a westernmost province. The scale of China's internment is staggering, with at least 1 in every 10 Uyghur Muslims living in Xinjiang disappearing into internment camps. Former prisoners told the UN that they experienced physical as well as psychological torture in the camps. Entire families had disappeared, and the UN were told detainees were tortured physically and mentally. The UN also saw evidence of almost a complete service state in Xinjiang. Finally, they reported that the framework of the social system has been repurposed to resemble a surveillance state committing war crimes. Viewers, we cannot allow a seemingly justified program to be repurposed into a killing machine. How can we live with the morals to allow that to happen? That is something that we as a world must unite against China for.